to move a matter of urgent public importance on the urgent call for immediate stoppage of human rights abuses and extrajudicial killings of innocent Nigerians by security operatives in the course of enforcement of COVID-19 lockdown. I call for suspension of our rules to enable me to move it as early as urgent.
Honorable Vagos.
The motion is an urgent call for immediate stoppage of human rights abuses and extrajudicial killings of innocent Nigerians by security operatives in the course of enforcement of COVID-19 lockdown. The House records that on March 29, 2020, the federal and some state governments declared a 14-day lockdown in Abuja, Lagos, and Ogun State to stem the spread of coronavirus disease, COVID-19 pandemic in the country. The House also records that security agencies, including the Nigerian police force, the military and paramilitary agencies, are saddled with the responsibility of enforcing compliance with the lockdown within the limits of their rules of engagement, having regard for human rights of the citizens. The House regrets that within the initial period of the lockdown, security operatives had, according to the National Human Rights Commission, extrajudicially killed 18 innocent Nigerians in Abia, Delta, Ebonyi, Kaduna, Katsina, and Niger states. The House also regrets that as at April 13, 2020, when the lockdown was extended for another 2 weeks, the figure was more than the total number of Nigerians killed by the virus. The House is informed that of the 18 deaths, the Nigerian Correctional Services was responsible for 8. Nigerian Police Force was responsible for 7. The Nigerian Army was responsible for 2, while the Ebonyi State Task Force on COVID-19, RP South Local Government, was responsible for 1. The House notes that in the second phase of the lockdown, precisely between April 15 and 23, 2020, officers of the Nigerian Police Force and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps killed 7 more persons in Abia, Anambra, and Rivers State. The House is worried that the case of Abia State has assumed a more worrisome dimensions with the brutalization of the people and killing of 5 innocent persons, namely Onyemazu Chibueze of Isochi, Umunochi local government area of Abia, on April 4, 2020. A petrol station attendant at Obohil, Aba, on Monday, 6 April 2020. Amobiwe, a commercial motorist in Umuikia, Isialangwa South local government area, on Wednesday 15, 2020. Ifeanyi Arusi of Ebemo Hofia on Friday 17 April 2020, and 1 person in Orata Junction, Aba, also was killed on Friday 17 April 2020. The House also notes that besides the killings, security operatives have also assaulted innocent Nigerians in the name of enforcing COVID-19 lockdown directive. And evident in the case of one Miss Tolaziz, who was assaulted by Inspector Ikesu Ataiwo and Constable Abbas Ibrahim in Iwo, Osun State in early April. And some security operatives had also intimidated and extorted money from innocent Nigerians, as in the case of Mrs. Nwabo Obiajuru and her son, Chukwuike, from whom officers of the Nigerian police collected a sum of 120,000 on Friday, 17 April 2020, for flouting the lockdown directive in Delta State. The House is also aware that Section 34 40, 41, and 42 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, guarantee the rights to life, the dignity of human person, and freedom from abuse. The House is worried that the actions of the security operatives amount to abuse of the rights of Nigerians and gross violations of the provisions of the above sections of the Constitution. The House further notes that while authorities of the Nigerian police force may have acted swiftly in some of the cases of abuse, such as the trial and dismissal of Inspector Ikosan Taiwo and Constable Abbas Ibrahim for assaulting Ms. Dola Aziz, that has not been the case with the killings, especially in Abia and other states, despite several decisions to the heads of the security agencies. We have also worried that the response of the police authorities has neither been replicated by the other security agencies whose personnel was implicated in the killings, nor has been severe enough to serve as deterrence in an environment of gross human rights abuses by security operatives. The House is also worried that the continued killing of innocent Nigerians by security operatives in undermining the genuine intentions and casting negative aspersions on the efforts of the federal and state governments in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. The House believes that the House of Representatives and indeed the National Assembly can do a lot to safeguard and enforce the protection of the fundamental rights of innocent citizens, including their right to life and dignity of the human person from abuse by security institutions of the state. The House resolved to, number one, condemn in its entirety the abuse of the fundamental rights, especially brutalization and extortion and killing of innocent Nigerians by security operatives, enforcing the COVID-19 lockdown across the country in general and other states in particular. Number two, urge the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria to direct heads of security agencies implicated in the human rights abuses and killings of innocent Nigerians to immediately fish out the perpetrators for prosecution and punishment according to law. And three, mandate the Committee on Police Affairs, Defense, Interior and Human Rights to investigate the abuses and killings and to ensure the implementation of Resolution 1 and 2 above. I so move.